heard you say a couple of times now, creative thinking, innovation, but you've said something about citizenship a few times. And I'm wondering if you can expand on that. Are you talking about character education or community involvement? If you can just expand on that a little bit.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. It's interesting because when I wrote a book called The Global Achievement Gap and talked about the 7 survival skills, I was often questioned and sometimes criticized for not having mentioned character or a moral education. And that's because I was attempting to describe skills that were new, or that were new in the sense that all kids needed to master them, not just the elites. But a moral framework, having a sense of right and wrong, being a good citizen, that's not new. That's a concept that's thousands of years old. And sadly, I don't think we pay enough attention to it. I think, and in fact, the High-Tech High, the school you just saw in the film a moment ago, and which you'll see at greater length in the film this afternoon, High-Tech High requires all seniors to do a team-based service learning project as a requirement for graduation. I'll give an example when I studied the school, because it's a wonderful one. They have to go out and find a problem in the community as a team, and then figure out how they're going to solve it. So this group of kids, I think there were 4, were looking around, and they found a food pantry, a place that was collecting surplus foods for people who had not enough to eat. And they looked around, and there were cans and cardboard boxes everywhere. It was chaos. And they said, boy, what if they had a better way to organize this? So they went back to school, they got on the CAD/CAM software, and they designed an entire storage and shelving system for this food pantry. Then they came back, and then they built it. Now that's the kind of experience I think every young person should have. Will it, show up on a test? No. But all students ought to have a citizenship learning badge, or citizenship as a component of another badge. I mentioned how you get a camping badge in scouting. Well, one component of the camping badge is that you have to do a conservation project in your community. It's built in, it's inherent. So I think that's one piece, that we need to give students experiences, real-world experiences, understanding and attempting to contribute to solutions to real problems. The other thing I think we need to understand is that the 4 C's, critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and creative problem solving, are not just skills for work alone. They are equally important for citizenship. The skills for work, for learning, and for citizenship have converged in the 21st century. Sadly, not enough employers talk about that and talk about the fact that, the same critical thinking skills that are useful for creating better products and services are also vitally important in communities for finding better solutions to pressing challenges. So it's up to us to say, you're learning these skills not to just be employable or to get a better job. You're learning these skills to also be a better citizen. And believe me, here in the United States, we desperately need citizens who can think critically, because we're hurting, as you well know.